So a couple of things you can do to improve your observation abilities are asking several questions. So you can go outside in the morning and you can say, what's happening in front of me right now? What's in front of me? What's the problem I'm facing? What is happening in the day? The second question you can ask yourself is what's not happening, right? And so really being able to have inquiry about your life in the world, what's not happening. You also can begin to ask yourself, what i- the choices that I make today, how is it going to impact my goals? How is it going to impact my results? The choices that other people are making, how is that going to impact? So you're kind of constantly looking at feedback loops, which you know about this. So it's how do I observe the world and kind of analyze what the outcomes are. What's really important about these questions that you ask, and I have several of them designed and listened in the book, is that it puts your brain, we're actually doing something very important, Don. You're giving your brain something else to think about as opposed to all these thoughts and neurotic worries and concerns in your mind. And you're really fully connected and in the world with other people, right? You're fully there because you're listening and now you're observing. So if you start asking those questions and you're looking around and you're present, A, you'll be so much smarter, and B, you'll be so much more connected because you have literally different thoughts happening in your mind, and so you're going to have different results than the people surrounding you that aren't having those same questions. I will add one other question that is important about observation, and that is questioning your identity and questioning your own thinking. So just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. And just because you've been thinking it or been making choices does not mean that they're the right choices that will lead you to results. So I have all kinds of different theories about things I think I should do. But in the art of observation, I have to look at actually what is working and what is not. So what's interesting about the art of observation is you are trying to actually get to something that leads you closer to reality. And so you don't allow your brain to take over. And this is very critical for relationships because we have a lot of theories about why people are doing things and what they're doing, right? Um, but is it real? Right? Is it true? I had a person one time that said, "My boss is always rude to me." So I said, "Tell me specifically what they did that was rude." And they said, "Well, they put their head down and they're quiet and they don't make eye contact." And I said, "So you're perceiving that as rude. Is there another theory?" Right? And so this person was unwilling to test the theory. But to fast forward this, we did find that it was very interesting. Their boss was actually going through a divorce, and we could almost see this. It was absolutely nothing personal, and they were having a really hard emotional time in life. But it was very interesting. This particular person, they were committed to the perception of rudeness that they weren't even open, interesting, to do the observation required to find out if those thoughts were true or not.